There have been emotional scenes in court in Auckland after a church leader was jailed for long-term sex offending. The man, a pastor at a Pacific Islands church, indecently assaulted 7 young females, the youngest only 10. Pacific correspondent Barbara Drever has been following their story.
After 2 decades of offending, there's no escaping the dock. We can't show you his face. He's fighting in the High Court to keep his name a secret. But for his victims who lived so long in silence, this is a start.
The best outcome would be that he is exposed for the monster that he is, that there's no more hiding this from the world. You know, take that mask off and show your true self.
That true self is offending. Stretching back to 2001, the youngest girl just 10 years old, the impact on their lives devastating.
I have major trust issue, and for a long time I feel like it was my fault. I used it a lot. Definitely I have depression.
His victims also blame the church. They say it covered up the offending when told about the indecent assaults 2 decades ago.
I thought, what the hell's the point? All these girls came forward and nothing was done for them. So I decided not to say anything because I thought I'd go crazy if I said something and nothing was done. I'd hate the whole world. And I'm like, how do I tell my family that this man that you trusted and this pastor of this church did this to me?
It's taken years, but 7 of his victims eventually came forward, worried other girls were at risk.
You had standing in the church and the community. The balance of power in favour of you against them was overwhelming. Almost all have left the church. Some blame their God. How did he allow this to happen, his pastor? It has impacted upon their personal lives.
The survivors of his abuse today relieved to see justice finally catch up with him. Barbara Drever, One News.